Hey, money magnets, do you need money to consolidate some of your credit card debt? Well, you can get up to $100,000 with Sofi Bank on a personal loan.
And you can also pre-qualify with the soft inquiry, which means it doesn't affect your credit score.
Let's dive into how you can get to the bag because this right here can be a cash flow changer.
Yeah.
No more high interest rates. So let's dive a little deeper and see how we can help you get qualified for this loan.
So look, guys, I personally got approved for $90,000 myself with SoFi Bank. So it's real. We've tested it and they will let you get that type of money.
And you know what? I've been swiping. So let's dive into it.
All right. So you can get up to $100,000 and you can get a low fixed monthly rate. Now they finance anywhere from 2 years to 7 years. And the rate may change, the longer you finance it.
Most definitely. And one thing about this loan, Marvin, is it's most definitely a debt consolidation loan.
Right.
So when you get approved, they're going to send the check right to the bank to pay off whatever credit cards that you need to be paid off. Okay.
Right.
And the second thing about it is there's no origination fees with this. There's a soft pull, and the hard pull is not going to appear on your credit until you actually accept the loan. So you can get pre-qualified for this.
Yes, and no prepayment penalties. So, Gloria and I have done a lot of research. Right now, credit card debt is at an all-time high. I mean, the whole country is in credit card debt. So the reason why we're doing this video is to help you consolidate your debt. So guess what? Once you pay down your revolving debt, your score goes up. We just did a masterclass with a really big influencer, and we're helping their people get approved for loans so they can start their own business. And guess what, guys? We saw nothing but people with high credit card debt.
Most definitely. And a couple of people we were able to help, refinance their debt. And it's really important, just take a little bit of time. Look at how you can make some changes because, Marvin, really, if you consolidate some of those bills, just say you have 5 credit cards.
Right.
And you're paying anywhere from 15 to 18% on each credit card on interest rate. And just think about if you just took out a debt consolidation loan, you bundled it all up, and you only had one bill. You can start to pay this off a lot quicker because you can maybe pay it every 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Put a little bit extra on the principal. And with this loan, there's no prepayment penalties.
Right. You know what I would do? I would try to get the longest terms, but then I would work real hard to pay it off faster.
So let's talk about why SoFi for a consolidation loan.
Right. The main reason is, like Gloria said, to bundle all your debt so you can pay it off faster. Also, what you guys, the main thing, you'll raise your credit score. So if you're trying to buy a house, buy a car, or start a business, you want the highest credit score that you can possibly get because you know what that does? It determines your rate and it determines your monthly payment.
And also, you're only paying one lender and you're paying directly to the lender. So you don't have 5 different checks to write out because you have 5 credit cards every month. You have one bill, and that's absolutely amazing. It also gives you flexible loan options and it gives you 24/7 support.
Right.
Hey, I love that.
And we've heard about rates as low as 8%. All the way up to 29%. Now, a lot of this is going to be determined on your current credit score.
Yes.
So if your credit score is below 680, you're probably going to have a higher interest rate. But I wouldn't worry about the interest rate if I were you. I would just pay every 2 weeks. Like, think about this. If you pay on the 1st, pay half, then pay half on the 15th. Now you're defeating the interest. So don't get really upset about, oh my God, the interest rate is double digits. Try your best to pay half every 2 weeks and then pay it off sooner.
And Marvin, that's not a bad practice to get in the habit of because that's how Marvin and I pay our bills. We pay our bills every 2 weeks. Like when we had a mortgage, which we sold our house, we did pay our mortgage every 2 weeks.
Right.
And it helped kill the interest because think about it. Interest is compounded daily.
Yes. All right. Also, SoFi has a home improvement loan. Like if you want to add an addition to your house or remodel the kitchen or the bathroom, you can get a home improvement loan. And guess what, guys? You can do whatever you want with the money. They're not strict about we got to pay the contractors or we have to pay the suppliers.
Yeah.
They're going to approve you and you'll be able to do to the house whatever you want to do.
Now let's talk about Sofi. They're starting to lead the pack.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, Sofi is just not giving out debt consolidation loans.
Right.
They have so many different products that you may want to check out.
Yes,
as
they do.
well as they are giving out more on the interest rate on your savings than any other bank. So Sofi is most definitely trying to step their game up, and they've also helped pay off 26 billion in credit card debt from people, doing debt consolidation. So
this
is something you don't want to sleep on.
Right. And also, you guys, if you want a vacation loan, so whatever you want to do with the personal loan, it could be home improvement. Now you have a set interest rate, whereas if you're paying for this on a credit card, it's just rolling over every month. It may take you forever to pay off. With Sofi, you're going to have a set payment and a set amount of time to pay off that vacation loan that you've always wanted to take.
Okay, Marvin, let's dive into what was the process like for you when you were approved for $90,000 from Sofi?
Well, the first thing they did, of course, I pre-qualified where it didn't impact my credit score. I was approved for $90,000. Now, in my case, they asked for documents, and I'll give you a hint. If you want to go no doc, I would stay under 40,000 because usually the people we've seen that do under 40, they're not asking for any docs. But if you're over 40,000, be prepared to have check stubs, maybe a profit and loss, or bank statements. They want to see proof. And in my case, they asked for proof. I had the proof and I got approved.
Most definitely. So they asked Marvin for all three: bank statements, P&L report, and it was a very quick and easy process. So don't sleep on Sofi or think, oh my God, they're going to be asking for 1,000,001 things. Just have your documents in place if you're going to do over 40,000.
Correct.
And you just send them right over to them, and you should be able to get approved in a matter of, a day.
Right. And if you're thinking about getting married, they even offer a wedding loan, guys.
Yes.
If you guys are going to have an extravagant wedding and you don't want to drain your savings, look at Sofi for a wedding loan. Usually when you're doing a personal loan, they just want to know the reason why you need the money. And events like this, they know that people want to pay this back, because when you get married, the last thing you want to do is not pay back your wedding loan.
Okay, Marvin, let's talk about the credit score. What type of credit score that Sofi is looking for? Because I know, Money Magnets, that this part is really important to you.
Yeah, so the lowest we've seen is about a 660 to get approved. Yeah. But if you want your best chances, I would say have over a 680 credit score in order to get approved. And then make sure you got your check stubs and maybe your bank statements in case they ask for them.
Now, Money Magnets, also keep in mind, you don't want to have any derogatories on your credit.
Right.
Sofi is most definitely a little bit conservative.
Yes.
But they will be a little bit lenient on your score if they see that you pay your bills on time and that they can get their money back.
And keep in mind, they might pull Experian. We've seen everybody that they looked at, they pulled Experian. Also, if you want to increase your chances of getting approved, think about opening a checking account and a savings account. You know what? They are a bank. They're just an internet bank. They don't have a brick and mortar, but you have to treat them just like a traditional bank.
And don't forget, like and comment. If you've had experience with Sofi Bank, drop a comment. Let us know what the process was like.
Right. And if you want to make your interest rate better, set up auto pay. They will give you a reduction on your interest rate if you set up auto pay. Also, if you set up direct pay, if you're actually consolidating debt or paying, people directly, if you let Sofi pay them directly, they'll reduce your rate even more.
And also, your interest rate is going to be determined by your credit score.
Yes.
So the lower your score is, the higher the interest rate is going to be. So hold up, Marvin, I have a gem.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, if you're struggling with those nagging items on your credit report and you need help getting them removed so you can get financing from banks like Sofi, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.